Good morning, everybody. KT here with Wise Images Photography, and today we're going to go over ambient lighting. I'm bringing to you a workshop that I had done back in June. I did have some audio issues and some video issues in general. So I'm only able to bring a short snippet of when we were kind of going through the material a little bit quicker. Later on in the workshop, we did go a little bit more in depth, but unfortunately I lost that part of the video. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and share this snippet of part 1 of talking about ambient light. I hope you guys enjoy. So today what we're going to go over is we're going to go over ambient lighting. I decided that this is going to be a 2-part series. So the next time that we meet, we're going to go over like studio lighting and stuff like that. But today I figured let's start off with ambient lighting first before we start adding in all the other stuff. All right, let me go ahead and give you guys your worksheets. You guys know how I love worksheets. Sure, absolutely. Just take one, pass it around. All right, so the first one is ambient light. When you think about ambient light, that is basically going to be any kind of light source that's available. So that's going to be like your sun, your moon, your stars. Some will also say that ambient light is also light that's already there. So like if you have a street lamp or something like that. Now some people will be like, oh, but that's artificial. When we talk about ambient lighting, we're talking about lighting that the photographer has not really added to the scene. So here you see your sun source right there is the light that you have going on here. Just a note, just for safety, you guys, we don't want to take one of those because I kind of reference it. When you're looking through your viewfinder, do not look at the sun through your viewfinder because it's like almost like a magnifying glass, which will really damage your eyes. So a lot of times when I am in my camera, what I will actually do is I just flip up and I look through the LCD screen just as a safety, because it's not even really good for the camera to be looking at it either because it hits the sensor and stuff like that too. But you know, we're going to do that with our cameras. But please don't use your eyes because you can damage your eyes, in case you guys didn't know. The next one is artificial light. Now, artificial light is what you add. Like, for example, we have over here, we have the light stand that I forgot to turn on. And then over here, I have like a little bit of a green lighting on this because I have some green lights up ahead to kind of give it here. And you can see here, I have a flash. And then once again, I have my umbrella over here for some extra lighting. So that's basically what your artificial light is. Artificial light is anything that you add to the scene. Next up is going to be soft light. And there's my beautiful baby.
I know that.
This is Beaumont. He's 10 pounds of fury. And he guards the house from gators. Soft lighting, this was a little bit later on in the afternoon. And you can tell that there's really not any kind of harsh shadows or anything on his face. He looks very soft. You can see even a little bit of the glow over there in the background. If you look on your sheet over here, this one in particular, this is actually my aunt, so I can totally kind of bust on her chops here a little bit. She's about 70 years old in this picture, and of course this is a small picture here, but because I used a trim over her, it softened, like kind of softened up the wrinkles a little bit. Not that she has any, you know, at 70, we never had any kind of wrinkles or anything like that. But also, too, it just kind of softened her up and also kept the shadows from going very dark up underneath her eyes. All right, any questions about that? No? Okay, the next one up, we have this hard lighting. So with hard lighting, if you guys, I know this picture is really, really super, super small, but if you guys look, it's very hard on their faces. It's like half of the face is lit. On their eyes, you will notice that it kind of casts the shadow. We were shooting kind of more in the midday, not the ideal time to shoot, but unfortunately, that was the only time of the day that we could shoot. So when you look at this picture, I don't know if you notice who that is, but that is actually me. So what I used to do is I used to go, yeah, that is me. I know. Wow. You see it? Wait a minute, let me take the glasses off. So with this one, this is hard light. This was at the Oakland House. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Oakland House. It's a super fun place to go on Halloween. Holiday Joe, he's over on Plant Street, over like in Oakland. He decks out every single holiday. He decks out, and he decks. Yeah, and so he has like a haunted house that you guys can walk through. I don't know, since COVID, things may have changed, but I used to go over there, scare people, and people loved it. People used to take pictures with me and everything else like that. But what happened was, there was like this spotlight over here to the right, and so literally I just had the spotlight because it was really defined, slapped it on the one side of my face, and it gave me this nice side lighting. But you can tell that it's hard. It's not diffused. It's not open wide like the soft boxes are. And you can tell, you can see all that texture in my face right there. So you're going to see acne, you're going to see texture, you're going to see wrinkles whenever you guys are using hard lighting. All right? So soft light, think of soft light as going to be something big, whereas hard lighting is going to be something that's smaller. All right, any questions about that? That's good. No? Okay. All right, next up, Nightlights. Night photography. So you're definitely going to need, 1, the sun has to go down. 2, you're going to need a tripod. 3, you're going to need a timer or a remote. I just use a timer on mine, on my camera. I just set it up. I kind of hit my buttons how I want to, let go of it, and then I just wait for it to do its work. And that's all you have to do. So with this one, you are definitely going to, normally you're going to slow down your shutter speed. You may open up your aperture wide open because you're trying to let as much light in as possible. If I remember correctly, when I was doing the Milky Way, which by the way I had to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to do, and you have to be in an area where there's like no light sources at all, which is kind of scary if you're afraid of the dark and your critter is going and you don't know what's going on. But I think I had it open for like 25 seconds. I want to say I did 6.5, and I actually did 800 ISO on this one, if I remember correctly. So it's a lot of fun, because you can go out and make trails like on the cars and stuff like that. So just make sure you guys have your tripod. Any questions about night photography? Yes, sir.
When you did that, which camera were you using?
I was actually using my D750, and I forgot my tripod, so I was literally balancing off of my camera bag to get that shot.
Did you lock the mirror up when you did that, or did you just leave it?
No, I just put it on 25 seconds and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, good question. Good question. Anybody else? Any other questions? What's that?
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was my first shot at the Milky Way. I was like,
I really hope that you guys enjoyed that little bit of the workshop. I do apologize about the poor quality. I will get better at this, but needless to say, your time is valuable, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found value in it, please make sure you share, like, subscribe, hit that notification so that way you always get the episodes when they come out, and I will see you later, alligator.